welcome to Bodrum. I'm normally awake for the sunrise, so I thought I'm gonna get up and hopefully watch it come over those mountains. And I've just noticed in my excitement that I'm guessing this is Bodrum Castle. Isn't it amazing? You can literally stand right at the front of the ship and see everything. I just think I love it. I just think it's amazing. This is so beautiful. I'm glad I got out of bed, which is not something I normally say. And it's moments like this that I think, oh my God, we're waking up in a new country every single day. And it blows my mind. A, how many people are on this ship. B, that it's even possible. Good morning, Bodrum. We look really far away from the shore.
Good morning, we're in Cafe Promenade. It's just me and Mum. Mum's got a little sandwich for breakfast and an apple, and we've both got coffee. I had a cookie that I took from the buffet in the room for my breakfast. Natalie's asleep, so we're just waiting for her to catch up on a bit more sleep because she was up early this morning. And then we'll be off the boat into Bodrum. We're off. It's 10:35 and it's lovely and warm. This is like perfect temperature and weather for me. In case you forgot how big the ship is. Very. It's crazy looking at the lifeboats and how big they are. So quick recap on this morning, if you can hear us because it's a bit breezy. Natalie got up at 6 a.m. to watch the sunrise, which was very beautiful. I'm glad I didn't have to get up for it and I could just review it from the photos that she took.
I didn't have to get up, I chose to get up.
And then you went to breakfast
At 7:30 and it was quite busy.
and then you went back. No, you
Then
were
I
up.
came back to the room.
Mum and I woke up and Natalie was still awake and then she went back to sleep. So Mum and I went out and got coffee and Mum had a little sandwich as you've seen. Yeah, then we just got ready and now we're off. And this seems to be our routine, doesn't it? We get off the ship at about 10:30.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice really, nice and leisurely. And then this is our view. So we've got signs so far, so this is a good sign, ha ha ha. Ah! I didn't know you had an ice cream place. I just said I hope it's signposted on the way back and Natty said, well, we'll just head for the ship, which, you know, is a pretty good option. Also, I really appreciate they've got these little steering wheels. So we've spotted the castle, but at the moment we're just walking along the waterside. This is a nice smooth path. We did have to go over some cobbles to get here, but it's a beautiful view. And if you can see, there's a man swimming. And I've just noticed there's like buoys before where the boats are, so obviously you can go swimming in this tiny little section here. I'm not appropriately dressed for that. As you can see, we've got some sunbeds with umbrellas. So whether they belong to a hotel or something, I don't know. It looks like Mum's having a little... Oh, she's going to test the water like she did in Crete yesterday. She said it was like a tepid bath in Hania yesterday. So what's the conclusion on the water temperature, Mum? Okay. Like a cool bath rather than a tepid one.
This is a sea rather than a harbour.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
Mum just said it puts all the other boats into perspective, doesn't it, when you see how big our ship is compared to all the rest. I like this bin. I'm guessing these are all like excursions. And we are heading towards the castle. It's been a nice little walk so far, I think.
Yeah, this is what I was picturing when they say you can get off the port.
Yeah. I think this has definitely been the best so far with not having to transfer or anything. Just being able to get off and just walk. We're in this shop called Sortie Accessories and you've got purses, sunglasses and like as much jewellery as you could ever picture in your entire life. Some of it's really beautiful and it's all priced in Turkish lira and we had anticipated euros, but there's no sign of how many euros it is, so I can't really give you an idea, I'm afraid. What are you looking at?
I was just looking at some rings, but oh look, they do septum piercings and everything.
Oh yeah. No purchases. So we're just having a drink in this place. And we're almost at the castle now. We've got a nice view from where we're having a drink from. So I've got Coke and these two have got iced coffees. some kind of rice thing, and then we've got this was an something kebab, and then we've got tomato, onion, leaves, and pita. And we've been given Turkish tea on the house in this tiny little glass. We've got some sugar on the side. Natalie said she likes it with sugar. She's had it before, but it's boiling hot, so I'll let it cool down first. We really enjoyed that. The waiter host guy was really nice, the food was really good, and not mega expensive either, so that was a win. So we're just heading slowly back to the ship now. We're just going to perhaps pop in some shops on the way. And here we are again, back at the Blue Wheels. So this is the walk into the cruise terminal. Another long line. This is becoming a theme. While no one's in here and we're in port, here's some slot machines. We've got roulette, a few poker tables, there's Texas Hold'em and 3 card, whatever that means. Ultimate Texas Hold'em, don't know what that means. Don't know what this is. I've never actually been in a casino before, confession. But there's all sorts. There's those coin slot machines that Natalie was addicted to as a child. And yeah, no end of slot machines. So many slot machines. But we're going up the stairs, which should almost take us back to our room. So our conclusion is, Bodrum has been our favourite port of call so far, which we're all pretty surprised at. But I think part of it was, I mean, yesterday was a letdown because everything was shut. But it was really nice to just have a bit of a mooch and look at what people were selling. So that was really good fun, and I think Mum and Natty are going to go and sunbathe now. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's what, like 2:30 now? 2:15. Yeah, so we shall see where the day takes us. We haven't got anything planned until dinner at 8:30.
8:30, no.
So plenty of time.
We were thinking about going and doing ice skating though, weren't we?
Yes, if we can get it booked, because the app's been playing up.
Yes.
Came in the room and Mum went, look, I've got a stingray! I'm back in the room, got my glasses and my silk bonnet on. This is from Only Curls. Just because I think I'm gonna play on my Switch for a little bit and just enjoy the aircon in the room and not having to talk to anyone, not having to be in public. I think I'm gonna get my bottle of Coke that I half drank that I bought at the airport because I'm still working my way through that. And yeah, just have a nice, relaxing little while. I'm playing Lego City Undercover at the moment. I've played this multiple times before. We've got it on the PlayStation 4, but I got it on the Switch because I love it, and it's something I can just dip in and out of because I've played it so much. I can hear banging and crashing, so I think we're either on our way or about to be. I can't see that we're moving. I don't know if you can hear that. It's like the engine's firing up. If you've never been on a cruise before, then you might not know what I'm talking about, but I just went to the loo and it felt like I was in an aeroplane bathroom. And if you've been on a cruise before, then you might know what I'm talking about, because it sort of feels like you're like going like that. I'm pretty sure that we're moving right now from that, if nothing else. Looking out the window, it doesn't look like we're moving. Who knows? Anyway, I've had a lovely time playing on my Switch and just thinking about life. The sounds are picking up and I've propped my phone up against the window in the hope of getting a time lapse. I'm not sure how successfully it's going to work because it's a bit of a dodgy angle. I don't know if you can see that, but we shall see. Can you hear that? That was the horn, if you just managed to hear that. So as the horn's gone, I think that should be us. I was going to say taking off. Sailing out, I guess. That's the shelf, by the way. It's really irritating. It just rattles. Should have brought a screwdriver, could have screwed it in a bit tighter. I think we're moving now. I think we're moving very slowly. It's that boat over there, the one that's kind of, oh there you go, if you look at the straight up bit on the left hand side, we are moving ever so slowly past that boat. So we are on the move, on our way to Limassol. It's 11 minutes past 4. And we're due to arrive in Limassol at about 12:30 tomorrow, so it's quite a long journey, but it would be nice to have a lie-in and know that we're not in any rush to get off the ship. I'm sat in one of these chairs next to the porthole and it's so sunny out there. Something that I haven't talked about yet is the fact that I've just moved. I can't sit next to that porthole being blinded by the sun. First world problems. something that I don't think I've talked about on camera yet is the fact that the three of us have been talking about whether we would go on a cruise again, and all of us have said yes. I mean, this is day 4, obviously day 1 was embarkation day, so this is only our 3rd full day. And I did say to Mum and Natalie as well, would you go Royal Caribbean again? Would you be open to go Netherlands? Because some people are quite specific and only want to go with one cruise line. They've all said, yeah, be happy to come back with Royal Caribbean or to go with another cruise line. But the thing that I think is more important to us would be the ports of call. But bear in mind that this is coming from my mum, who suffers really badly with seasickness. She hasn't had any whatsoever, even though we're right at the front of the ship as well. So in theory it should be like a plane, where in the middle it's the most stable, but she's been absolutely fine. My sister and I both suffer a little bit less than our mum, but we've both been absolutely fine as well. So overall I think we would definitely recommend cruising, and my mum is actually talking about her boyfriend quite fancies going on a cruise as well. He'd mentioned that before we came, and so she's already like, oh, I wonder if we can go next year. So if you're thinking about it, I mean, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's so lovely that you're in your familiar environment. Obviously, as you're traveling, you can do stuff. So, you know, eating, shows, shopping, all that kind of stuff. And then you wake up and you're somewhere new. We obviously won't be tomorrow because we're not docking in Limassol until lunchtime. But it's just brilliant, and getting a taste of places. Like, we went to Hania yesterday and we were all like, probably wouldn't go there again. Even if the shops had been open, I don't think any of us were really that fussed about it. But like Santorini, I think Natalie and I particularly had that on our list. We really wanted to go and to try it out. And it was nice to go, but I'm also now kind of like, I probably wouldn't want to go for more than sort of 4 or 5 days. And Bodrum today was such a surprise. I really did not expect to like it as much as I did. And I mean, we were off the ship for probably about 4 hours, just under 4 hours I think it was in the end, which is the longest we've been off the ship. And admittedly we did eat, but it's been so great so far, and it's been so nice to spend some time with my mum and Natalie, because they don't live particularly close, and I think with everything that's going on in all of our lives, it can be really difficult to keep in touch. And it sounds silly, but there's little things that you just kind of chit chat about when you see people in person that you wouldn't necessarily make the effort to text, if that makes sense. So it's been so lovely, and obviously I think we're not quite halfway through yet, so we're on day 4 and we disembark on day 9. So we're coming up to the halfway point. Tomorrow is Limassol. We've then got 2 days cruising at sea before we end up in Naples. And then after Naples, our debarkation, whichever one it is in Civitavecchia. I can never say it. Civitavecchia, is that how you say it? Rome. So it's the port that's closest to Rome. And we're going to then be staying in Rome for the day of debarkation, which is the Saturday, and then we fly back early on the Sunday morning from Rome back to London Heathrow. So all that yet to come. Today is British night in the restaurant, and we're in the main dining room because tonight is Dress to Impress. I had originally brought 2 dresses, so one for formal night and one for dress to impress night, but my suitcase was just a little bit too heavy, so I took one out. So I'm keeping my dress that I've brought for formal night, which is I think on the first sea day, so that's in 2 days time. I'm gonna have to decide what I'm wearing for dress to impress. I potentially should have worn this dress that I'm wearing today, but I'll see what else I've got. I think maybe I've got like a nice jumpsuit that I got from Sainsbury's, so maybe I'll wear that. I've just got to remind myself of what's in the wardrobe, quite frankly. We've been talking about Christmas for so long that the sun's now set, or setting. It looks very beautiful. I can't remember if I said, but we tried to go ice skating and we couldn't book it in the app. You're supposed to reserve it. And so we went down, thought we'd just try and, you know, speak to the staff there to get in, and it was closed. So we ended up having to go to guest services, and there's definitely something weird going on, because Natalie looked and it was not in the app anymore, even though it was meant to be going on till 8 and we went at like 6:30. So it's all a bit weird, but either way we're booked in to go on the sea day, which is not tomorrow, the day after. And we are just getting ready for Dress to Impress night. So once we're ready, we're going to head down. I think we're going to go to the shops because there's apparently supposed to be a bit of a sale on. And then we are due to eat at 8:30 in the main dining room. This is what you both look like from the back. Very nice. This is what you look like from the front.
OOTD.
Lovely, very good. We just went in the Royal Caribbean shop because allegedly there's some money off port of call teas, but there's not. So yeah, that's misleading. But anyway, we're now going down to the casino. So it turns out the minimum bet in the casino is $50 and Natalie doesn't want to spend $50, understandably. So we came to the restaurant, we're 20 minutes early, but they let us in, which is good, although they did try and sit us at a 2-person table for 3. So main restaurant has not been particularly impressive, I think, with the staff.
Agreed.
The 3 times we've been here, but we'll see how the food is. So today we're on UK night and I'm going to go for the mozzarella cheese sticks. Not sure on mains yet, I'm probably either going to go New York strip steak or possibly the carved roast beef or fish and chips. I think I'm probably going to go for the royal chocolate cake. I've got the chilled shrimp salad, she's got Mary Rose sauce. I just said I was disappointed that I didn't have Mary Rose sauce the other night. Natalie's got leek and potato soup and I've got mozzarella cheese sticks. So Natalie's got roast beef and that's a massive Yorkshire pudding. What's that? What's that like buttery stuff? Is that some kind of actual butter? I don't know. I feel like it might have been garlic butter. We'll have a look on the menu. I got the fish and chips, coleslaw and mushy peas, and Mum's got chicken and mushroom pie with 2 bits of veg. So Natalie and I both got the decadent chocolate cake, but I'm allergic to raspberry, like really badly allergic. So Natalie's got the raspberry halves and I've got the non-raspberry halves. Thank you, Natalie. And Mum's got, what did you get?
Very Sunday.
Very Sunday. Lovely. So our server ended up being quite good, which was good. And everyone liked their food?
Yes.
Yeah, good. And I now wanted to ask, what's been your favourite night of food so far, Natalie?
For me, the first night
Oh, okay.
when I had escargot, New York strip steak, and whatever the pudding was.
Yeah.
What it was.
Nice. How about you, Mum? What was your favourite dinner that we've had?
Mixed.
Okay.
I like the first night.
Yeah.
Can't remember what I had for dessert, but I think I liked it. Last night I did like the salmon and the apple cobbler,
Yeah.
not the French onion soup.
Yeah.
And then tonight I liked the, whatever I had.
Mushroom.
Oh, shrimp
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for starter.
cocktail.
Yeah.
And
Chicken and mushroom.
Yeah.
pie, but not this very Sunday.
And what about the buffet meal? Does that,
That was nice.
have you got a favourite?
No.
Okay.
In a way, I almost preferred the buffet because I feel like the a la carte has been a bit sort of
Hit and miss.
Half of it has been the same each night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not so much choice as you think there might be.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it's because it's an a la carte. I feel like they want you to think it's more fancy, but actually, I don't think it is. It's kind of like
I'd rather serve myself.
yeah, I think I
Yeah.
would actually.
Because tonight I thought it was too quick,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then last night was too slow.
Yeah.
We're not
Very
picky.
hit and miss.
Yeah.
For
The
what?
first night was fine, I thought.
Yeah.
The service and food.
And also, I feel like because we're used to Disney, their food is just a little bit more. Whereas you would think, for me, I would think that Royal Caribbean would have better food, and I'm almost a little bit like, it's all quite. I think a lot of what I've had has been quite tasteless. Just like the little things, like I think Mum's food is better. Whereas-
Homemade with love, that's
Yeah.
why.
Or like food that we make ourselves at home for our dinners. and stuff,
Yeah.
I think is nicer than on here.
Yeah. Okay.
The benefit of being on here is that we don't have to wash it up.
Or cook it ourselves, yeah. Fab, well thank you both
What
for
do
your
you
thoughts.
think, Sophie?
I can't really remember what I had the first night. What did I have? I had that chicken pie thing, that was really good.
You did?
Second night was the buffet.
Yes.
Last night, what did I have last
French
night?
onion soup.
Yeah, and what? Oh, the chicken cordon
Oh
bleu,
yeah.
that was nice.
That was quite nice to be fair.
Yeah, and the fish today was nice.
But small.
I don't know, I feel like I'm one of those people where I like to have a little bit of lots of things, so buffets are perfect for me.
Yeah.
And I do love Oriental food. So, I don't know, I probably don't have I'm a bit like Mum, I think I have favourite bits.
Yeah.
Like that chicken pie that I had that first night was amazing, but like the shrimp, I could have taken them or left.
Prawns in Mary Rose sauce is
Much of a muchness.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think part of this disappointment for me is that it wasn't Mary Rose sauce.
No, you
It was
both
like
had
a
prawns and they were
tomato
different.
salsa.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's been hits and misses.
Yeah.
Overall, I would say it's been nice. It's been good, but I kind of agree with what Natalie said in a way, in that I think it could be better. But it's mass produced at the end of the day. And there's a lot of people.
But then so is Disney.
Yeah.
I agree with
It's
both.
been good though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I haven't really got any major complaints.
No, I agree with both of you in that certain individual dishes rather than a specific evening
Yeah.
have been good. And that's all from me.
And that's what you missed on me. So we've just sat in the tavern for a bit, had a bit of a chat, and decided we were going to come back to the room. So it's 9:30 and we're getting ready for bed. So tomorrow we've got a pretty chilled morning because we don't get into Limassol until 12:30, I think we're due in. And then we'll get off at some point, probably a bit later on, just to let the mad rush of people go first. And we'll see where the day takes us, see what Limassol is like. I've got a hole in one of my trainer shoes, so probably gonna have to look for some new ones of those. But anyway, thank you for following along, and we will see you tomorrow in Limassol. Bye!